out. James Brown had a biblical message behind his song, and we all missed it. Music can blind you just as much as it can lead you. And old music was built different. Music back in the days had another form of authenticity. Songs weren't just a copy of a copy. They actually meant something. They were singing about real stuff and what actually needed to become a global discussion. Let's look at James Brown, A Man's World. At first listen, you would think that it was a song about dominance. But no, it's about perspective. Man made the cars, they made the trains, they made plenty of inventions. But they would be nothing. This song's message is actually rooted in the book of Genesis, when God gave Adam the honor of naming all creation in the world and to be making those tools that we use today. But that power was broken as man could not carry on without a woman by his side. It shows how man's creation is mechanical and that it needs a woman's influence to give it life. In James Brown's time, this way of thinking was actually pretty controversial, as the male ego has tried to cover up this fact for years. What James Brown knew was that his message was necessary for its time and place. And it's still relevant today. It shows the interdependence between the two genders, that one cannot live without the other.
There's things in the Bible. This is scary. Paul gives us some insight on the devil's strategy in 2 Corinthians. He says Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. He says, I am afraid that just as Eve was deceived by the serpent's cunning, your minds may somehow be led astray from your sincere and pure devotion. If someone comes to you and preaches a Jesus other than the Jesus we preached, or a different gospel from the one you accepted, you receive it too easily. It's important to note he's talking to a church. He compares the church to Eve. The same way Eve is deceived is the same way the church is being deceived. The question is, how was Eve deceived? The enemy said to her, eat this fruit and you will be like God. He masquerades as an angel of light. Eve's temptation was not wrapped in sinful desires. It was wrapped in Christianity. He said, eat the fruit and you'll be like God, not like me. My name is Christian. I know what it means. Christian means Christ-like. He literally says, if you eat this fruit, you'll be like God. Eve's religion is revealed in the enemy's fact-finding questions that he asked her. He comes up to her and first asks her, can you eat this? Eve says, we can't eat it and we can't touch it or we're going to die. Her religion is revealed because the Bible never said you can't touch it. The Bible said, don't eat the fruit. So when you have conversations with the enemy, you actually start to lose confidence in the word you know you heard. God said, don't eat it. The enemy said, can you eat it? She said, we can't eat it and we can't touch it or we're going to die. Religion. Because religion adds things to the word that God didn't even say. And she receives a different gospel too easily. This is what Paul...
Say these things, you might be a lukewarm Christian. And lukewarm is exactly what Jesus warned us about. Not atheists, not people who hate God, people who kind of follow him, but keep on making excuses. Listen closely. Have you said any of these things? Jesus said in Revelation 3:16, because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold. That's serious. Let's expose the most common excuses. Excuse 1. God knows my heart. Yes, and Jeremiah 17:9 says, the heart is deceitful above all things. So don't trust your heart. Let God transform it. Excuse 2. At least I'm not as bad as other people. 2 Corinthians 10:12 warns not to compare ourselves to others. Because the standard isn't other people. The standard is Christ. Excuse 3. I believe in God. That's enough. James 2:19 says, even the demons believe and tremble. Belief alone isn't saving faith. Following Jesus is. Excuse 4. Nobody's perfect. True, but Romans 6:1-2 says, should we continue in sin? By no means. Grace isn't permission. That's true. Jesus said in John 14:15, if you love me, you will keep my commandment. Love isn't just words. We know that. Yeah, it's obedience. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. A lukewarm life says, I want Jesus and my sin. A transformed life says, Jesus, you can have everything. And when you fall, you don't justify it. You repent and you come back. So be honest. Have you been saying any of these things? Which excuse have you been hiding behind? Don't take the bait. Right now, pray. Jesus, make me fully yours. Not halfway. Not later. Right now. Peace.